stuck out my neck that, look, putting everything together, I didn't think that INA would just sell the public so short. And I'm convinced by what I've seen, okay, this further information that Dr. INA, the Attorney General, is on the right path. And of course, based on what he said, we've not heard the last from him. He's going to have to give us further updates as time goes on, because you see that the 824 million that the Dufours gave to they are in property, not cash.
Yeah.
That the Dufours have transferred to Unibank. They say when they attempt to sell, or when they sell and there's a shortfall, then the Dufours have to make up. So that means that will have to give us updates on the sale. Similarly, for the 1.2 billion that they are retrieving from the beneficiaries, out of which they say they've retrieved about 500, right? And so left with 700. It also implies that from time to time, the Attorney General, Dr. Ayine, would have to give us updates. So overall, I'm okay. Like I keep saying, from day one, I've been saying that half a loaf is better than none. But you see, the naysayers kept saying, no, let's take all the 5.7. Let's take all the 5.7. It turns out there was never any 5.7 billion. Evans, I'm happy you verified the facts. If you look at the KPMG report, right? Yes, 13 July 2018. If you look, signed by the same Amano Dodu, who subsequently became receiver, which is even given a raising an issue of conflict of interest. By his own beginning, that report, he said that 5.7 had not yet been verified. Yet when this matter came, a lot of people went to town. No, we are due 5.7. We are due 5.7. Evans, you have shown. So I'm holding the report here, Amano Dodu's own report, signed by him, 13 July 2018. You see that he says that, as stated in our engagement letter, unless otherwise stated in our report, we have not sought to verify information contained herein or perform procedures necessary to enable us to express an audit opinion, blah, blah. There was a disclaimer. And that's how come subsequently, when they went to in court, they sought an amendment and then revised the figures down. Evans, maybe I missed that part, but I heard you referring to the lower figures. I'm interested in also showing, because, our citizens want to see the document. There is an amended rate of summons, okay, in the suit between Unibank Ghana Limited in receivership. That's the one Amano Dodu led. Against one, that's first defendant, Dr. Kwabena Dufour, second, Hoga Holdings, third, Hoga Properties, etc. You go to paragraph, this is the amended rate, okay? First one to leave granted on the 24th of March, 2024, during the MPP administration. That was when this amendment was done. If you go to paragraph 51, 50 and 51, let's read for emphasis. I know you've said it, but our citizens want to see. This was during the MPP administration, not this current administration. Paragraph 50, it says, the plaintiff avers that having traced the various transactions that led to the death, it has discovered some of the direct beneficiaries of the transactions, and is in the process of pursuing those beneficiaries directly for amounts they benefited from, totaling 2.5 billion. That's paragraph 50. So you see, the receiver himself says he's following some beneficiaries for 2.5 billion. All right, then go to 51. Look, plaintiff further avers that as a result of paragraph 50 above, it is pursuing the defendants, that's Dufour and Co., in this action for a total of 2.8 billion, being the difference between the debts, okay? Yes, that's 5.3 billion, and the amount of 2.5 billion, which the plaintiff is pursuing the direct beneficiaries for. You see, so the key thing is that you don't have 5.7 billion with the Dufours. No. And then you say, so from this, it said that, look, 2.5 is with some other people. So the 5.7 is not the 5.7 it turned out to be. So why all the, hue and cry? Sometimes I support that when you make noise, it helps duty bearers to, to keep them on their feet, etc., keeping them right in check, accountability. Yes. But this one, the difference is that the Attorney General, even before the Attorney General promised that he will bring further and better particulars, as a nation, you remember that day, I said that we have to be scientific. The last time we did the PM Express on it, I said, no, let's be scientific. Let's be scientific. Ask for further and better particulars. When you get that, then you can interrogate and make an informed decision. People said no. They had seen enough to conclude there was corruption, there was conflict of interest, etc. So today, who is having the last laugh?
And